Social networking and society. The mass media has a vast and ever-growing impact on society today. From television to internet, the media is everywhere. People age 18 plus watch 319 minutes of television per day and spend 156.6 minutes on the internet per day. Television reaches nearly 90% of us every day, and the internet reaches nearly 67.5% of us per day. The media has become a central part of our lives, and so affects how our society functions in every way. One of the fastest growing and largest components of the mass media is social networking. It is defined as a social structure of individuals which are connected by one or more specific types of interdependency, such as friendship, kinship, common interest, or beliefs. These modern-day social structures are connected by the internet on such sites as Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace. These sites have taken society into international media whirlwind, connecting everyone from friends and family to strangers from all around the world. Social networking now accounts for 11% of all time spent online in the U.S. These sites have become so popular that the percentage of Americans ages 12 and older who have a profile on one or more social networking websites has reached almost half, 48%, of the population in 2010. People 35 to 54 are now the biggest group on these social networking sites, accounting for nearly 28.2% of all U.S. users. This is double the level from 2 years ago. The increase is due to greater computer availability and cell phone technology advancement. More than 100 million people now use Facebook on their cell phones every day. Increased technology and the media go hand in hand. As the media becomes more readily available to society every day through increased technology. The benefits of such a large media connection are extraordinary. Social network users learn the skills of being technologically savvy, an education level equal for all users. A study conducted by the University of Minnesota found that of all students observed, 94% used the internet, 82% go online at home, and 77% had a profile on a social networking site. When asked what they learned from these social networking sites, the students listed technology skills as the top reason, followed by creativity, being open to new or diverse views of communication skills. The study found that students using the social networking sites are actually practicing the kinds of 21st century skills we want them to develop to be successful in the workplace today. It also found that the low-income or less educated students were just as proficient in computer technology as the higher educated students. And after using these social networking sites on a daily basis, this was the case. As more students make social networking a part of their everyday lives, it is becoming more important for schools to understand and use social networking to connect to the students. Many schools now set up online blogs or chats where students can go to talk about or get help with schoolwork or projects. Teachers can incorporate social networking into their lessons as a way to broaden the connection between teacher and student and as a way to enhance the learning process. Social networking also provides a benefit for businesses. These sites provide a key marketing tool as more users join the communication highway via the internet. Any company can start a fan page with the company name, product pictures, product details, or miracle stories about what the product did for the consumer. They can also start a blog about a certain product where consumers can compare the product to competitors, or if they have issues with the product, this allows them positive feedback or recognition. The sites create brand recognition quickly, a major bonus for companies trying to sell their products. With marketing becoming so used up that fresh ideas are nearly impossible, these sites become important for holding the product morale. The idea of social networking being used for marketing is new and upcoming, creating an advantage for any company jumping on board now. More importantly, as the economy is at an all-time low, companies are struggling with budgets. They're not able to hire as many employees and are even laying off current employees. Companies have had to make many cuts in the marketing department's salary as well. and they have to focus more on keeping the profit. As a result of this, companies need to look in a different direction when spending. Social networking sites offer a free way for companies to get their product out on the market. The marketing department is not the only part of the company that benefits from social networking sites. The hiring, recruitment, and human resources departments benefit greatly from them. A recent poll conducted for CareerBuilder.com showed that 26% of hiring managers admitted to using the internet to perform background checks on job candidates. A further 12% admitted to using social networking sites such as MySpace and Facebook as a screening tool. This percentage will only continue to grow as social networking sites become more prominent and companies become increasingly stressed to choose the best employee with fewer openings. Social networking sites offer a free insight to an individual's character, behavior, and attitude that cannot otherwise be found by simply interviewing the person. The sites allow a hiring manager to see what a resume does not provide, and so this tool is very important in businesses. The website LinkedIn is also a very common tool for human resource professionals. It's a business-oriented social networking site that provides instant credibility to a person's professional profile. The profile contains referrals and recommendations of the person as the hiring manager in their search for a candidate. The benefits of social networking sites stretch to all people. Not only do they provide benefits to individual companies, students, and teachers, but they provide a benefit for every person using them. They allow families from thousands of miles away to connect and share photos. Social networks allow high school friends to reconnect and stay in touch even though they are at different colleges. They allow military men to stay in touch with family and friends back home even though they may be across the world. The benefits of social networks are endless. While social networking sites may have many benefits, they also have their disadvantages. One downfall to these sites is the public-wide release of the user's personal information. A user's profile page may contain information such as their full name, date of birth, address, phone number, likes, and dislikes that can be used for passwords. Any of this information can be used by identity thieves to obtain credit in the user's name or gain access to their accounts. Social network sites, at one point marketed to college students and younger adults, are now open to users of all ages and have expanded to include users globally. While they are a good way to keep in touch with friends and networks, they can jeopardize a user's personal information if the user does not safeguard their account. Recently, many criminals are utilizing social networking sites to obtain personal information by posing as a friend or updating viruses marked as messages. Hacking is not only done professionally but also by peers. 24% of teens have hacked into someone else's social networking account. Teens have admitted to doing this to post something inappropriate, to get back at a friend, or to steal private information. Social networking sites also pose the problem of cyberbullying. In a poll of 2,094 young people across England conducted by the charity, 30% of 11 to 16-year-olds who had been cyberbullied had been targeted on Bebo. This is also the case in America, where a survey found that 39% of social network users had been cyberbullied in some way, compared to 22% of online teens who do not use social networks. Whereas in the past, bullies may have been pushed around, passed notes, or shouted at the victim, they now have the opportunity to share embarrassing photos, videos, or post rude comments about the person. It is easier to bully because the victimizer can easily hide behind a computer screen. Social networking may have its advantages and disadvantages, but regardless, it becomes increasingly important in society today. We are not able to avoid it, and so must enhance social networking sites, whether it is to use them or to simply understand and accept them. Understanding the influences on society is very important in our lives. We use this understanding in the workplace and in our personal lives.